Hello, my name is Terry Francois. I'm a senior in environmental engineering here at the University at Buffalo. My goal as an environmental engineer is to help expand outdoor education as well as try to integrate an ecological mindset in future generations through educational policy making. Now what I have right here is I've partnered with Agents of Discovery to create an augmented reality backpacking tutorial that students can use if they've never been backpacking before. It sort of gets them going and on the right track. I'm also the senior trip leader for the Outdoor Adventure Club, so it helps expand the learning capacity of our club and reach new levels. This is Letchworth Woods here on campus, and I can show you a little bit about the program. So right here is the sort of map that I made. Each module right here is a little activity, an informational activity for students to go on. So all you have to do is download the app, go into the BOP backpacking tutorial, click on the icon, and right here it gives you a brief description about the question. Right, this one is just talking about certain New York State DEC regulations for hiking as well as camping in the Adirondacks. And right here I've got a few little multiple choice where you can pick the correct answers. So the questions are, there are 6 main trail etiquette rules. Can you identify them below? And so I'm just going to go through here and click the right answers. All right. And so once I got that question complete, you can just walk through, and as you keep walking this trail, more modules will pop up and sort of build upon what you've previously done here. And the best part about this is this expandability to other programs here on the university's campus. The ecology department could use this. I know they use Letchworth Woods quite frequently. And this tracks users, so all you'd have to do is have the students download the app, log in with your pre-designated UB email, and then you can track who is completing the course and what their score is. So you can use it for quizzes or grades, and then sort of taking the classroom outside and engaging the students in a different type of learning style. It's a more hands-on style that I think will engage a lot more students in the classroom and be a breath of fresh air, literally and figuratively. So I see as we're walking, another one popped up. This just is another message briefing, another activity. And you click it, and it gives you an after message, giving more details about the question, as well as the concepts behind the question as well.
Yeah, Walking with Terry, this is Russ Crispell. I'm the Director of Outdoor Pursuits for the University of Buffalo. And I think this provides our students with a very unique way of learning some basic skills. One of the things that we have found out that students over the years have a tendency to want to venture into the wilds without having a necessary background. So this provides such a great opportunity for students in terms of a tutorial to giving them some basic fundamentals. The program is developed by Mary Clark out of British Columbia, and it's our hope that there's some value to this program, not just for outdoor pursuits and obviously Terry's educational goals, but perhaps there are other departments here at the University of Buffalo that might want to take advantage of this unique programming opportunity. So sit back and enjoy our walk. One of the other things you'll find is that we have an opportunity to explore Letchworth Woods and sort of see some magnificent structures that we have right here within our the confines of our fabulous university.
Also, I think by building this program here and introducing students to it and advertising it, a lot of students, coming from the student perspective myself, don't really know about these green spaces and would love the opportunity to come out here and explore what the university has to offer. But as of right now, there's no signage indicating the proper use of it. There's no rules or regulations. And so as a course of that, students have sort of wandered in here, not really known what path to take, and has caused a broader ecological damage, not only through that, but also through littering as well. And so my hope is that this program, as well as proper signage and clear designations from the university's standpoint, will allow students to engage in this space in a more healthy and respectful manner.
One of the things with the program, as you'll find out, that we created this as an opportunity to give them some basic fundamentals, but at the same time, some of the questions that we ask as we're going along, we don't encourage them, obviously, to have the cell phone and walk while they're trying to answer the phone. So while we are walking, every time one of these questions pop up, they take a break, they stop, they answer the question, they look around, they explore the area, and then they move on to the next question. So Terry, if you get an opportunity, there happens a question pops up, let's stop and have you answer that question.
Perfect. Yeah, I believe the next question that we have is actually an interactive activity that we can do.
And how are you seeing that?
So the modules are set up so that they appear as the student walks through. So it sort of guides them on a rough image of what the trails look like through the woods. And without even looking at my phone, I can tell that there's a new module that comes up because it buzzes on my phone. So you don't really have to be holding onto your phone all that much. The phone will let you know when a new module is available. And actually we got one right here. So this one says, it's a good idea to hike with a trash bag to clean up any waste that you may encounter. And then right here, it's got a nice little interactive activity where you can pan the camera around and look for floating trash. Look at it. I've never been very good at this one. And you try to throw the glove around and catch the trash as you go. Oh, got some. Huh?
So obviously one of those things that it does is he's trying to capture these floating pieces of trash.
Oh,
there he goes, got another one. What this does is this gives a student an awareness of how to practice leave no trace.
Nice, got them all.
And he did it. So now we're going to move on to the next one. And we just keep doing this all the way around. Right now, for demonstration purposes, I think we have a total of 11 questions or activities that a person is to complete in this loop. Again, this has been done for the purpose as a demonstration project of its capabilities. Those of you who are taking the walk with us through the lens of the VR, you'll notice that Letchworth Woods is a magnificent set of woods, a lot of old growth. There's some magnificent oaks, tulip trees, black cherry. It's a forest that is beyond its sustainable life. It's reaching towards the end, and so we have some new growth from the forest floor starting to pop up, and you'll see some transition of this as well. Just absolutely magnificent places. There are some trees that have a 3-4 foot diameter, reaching up as high as 180, 200 feet up in the air. As we just passed this one, it's a nice big old oak tree. Some of the wildlife that we have viewed in this set of woods range from a lot of deer that have made home here. As a matter of fact, the Letchworth Woods has been designated as a natural wildlife habitat, and that's a very unique setting for a set of woods on a university campus. The other type of animals we've seen, I've personally have come across some fox, turkey, beautiful coyotes have been wandering through here. among other things. A lot of reptiles, snakes, salamanders.
Looks like you got another one.
What do we have here now, Terry?
Just says, before leaving on a backpacking trip, look at the fire rules for that region. In some cases, that area might be under a fire ban, in which case you should not build any fires. Never bring firewood from a different wilderness area than the one you are camping in. The firewood could contain invasive species that you may unknowingly spread. And it's got what would make good materials for the start of a fire, and what image shows the correct campfire location. Whew. And then I got I wrote a pretty long after message about some proper campfire building techniques, as well as rules and regulations around fires in the backcountry.
Excellent. Over on the right, as we're walking, you can see that students from the university have come in, and it might have been an ecology class, an environmental studies class, where they've actually made some debris huts or attempted to make the start of a debris hut. This was a property that once was farmed, and some of the perimeter has barbed wire still in existence. So we're always cautious of when we're taking it. That's why the trail, as you can see, is not well maintained. This is one of the projects that we've looked at over the course of last several years about how can we improve an experience for our students. One is to create a nice landscape for our students to walk through, safer landscape. One thing you will notice as we are approaching, once again, the north end of it, of a loop trail, is that we have a lot of deadfall. And this deadfall has proven to be rather problematic. This is an old tree, an old forest. So as years progressed, as an example, we're coming across right now a pretty good sized black cherry tree that has set itself up precariously across. We hope to address this soon. Just take a look at how magnificent some of these trees are. That's the oak tree that's 3 foot in diameter. A couple of them magnificent.
Getting to my favorite tree along the north end up here.
Again, you'll see through the wood how the forest floor is opened up quite a bit. Some deteriorating black cherry.
Now, Russ and I have led multiple cleanups in this area to help alleviate the ecological damage that other students have caused through littering and illegal campfires and illegal trails and stuff like that. So we're trying to make sure that this trail is the only trail through Letchworth Woods, and I think we can do that through making sure that students are well educated about the area. A lot of students don't even know this exists, and so if we can teach them the correct way to do it, I believe that students will want to do that. There it is. My favorite tree.
Magnificent. Yeah, you can tell old growth. As you can see, we're now walking and getting into a where there's a lot of beech trees. There's been tulip trees. Absolutely magnificent set of forests. And look at how this forest is changing. A lot of new growth. The underforest. And just take a peek up as you're walking and take a look at that magnificent beech tree. Once again, we come across some deadfall. This is a risk we take when we're leading hikes and activities here, helping teach them that, for example, where do you set up a camp? That's also important. So I hope this was a beneficial opportunity for you to get a first-hand view of what Letchworth Woods can offer this university and our overall community. We got anything coming up?
Yeah, I'm working on an activity right now.
Oh, that's pretty
This
cool.
one, you pan the camera around and modules come up on the screen, and you can click the right answer as they appear. Sort of looking around for, boom, and then the after message is displayed again.
Great. Well, we hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to find ourselves, oh, we got a chipmunk running across right in front of us, so we're heading out. Thank you very much.